Oh! Hey there everyone, it's Rush from Path Less Pedaled, and in this video I'm going to share with you our ultralight bike fishing kit. For the last few years, Laura and I have been incorporating fly fishing and bike touring. And sometimes we'll fish Western style, think river runs through it, and other times we'll fish with our Tenkara kit. In this video, I'm going to focus a little bit more closely on our Tenkara setup. So our bike fishing kit breaks down into essentially three major categories. The first is the rod and the line system. The second is the other miscellaneous fishing specific tools and doodads that we bring. And the third is the gear that we use when we need to go wading. So for those of you that are new to Tenkara, it's a Japanese form of fly fishing. And what's awesome about it is that it's super simple. It just involves a telescoping rod such as this and some line. And that's all there is to it. There's no reel, there's no complicated casting maneuvers. You essentially just tie this line off to the end of the rod tip and you're fishing. The rod that we like to use specifically is a Tenkara USA Sato rod. There's lots of brands out there. This is just the one that we use. And what's cool about this one, it's actually a 3-position rod. You can adjust its length. You can make it longer and shorter for the fishing conditions. If you have a lot of tree cover, you can make it shorter. If you have to cover water out at a distance, you can make it longer. So it's really versatile. As for the line, it's held on these two small spools. This one is a Tenkara level line, and we use about 13 feet of this. And to the end of this, we attach about a foot or two of 5X tippet material. And tippet material is just really fine monofilament. And at the end of that, we attach our fly. The second major component is the fishing specific tool and gear and miscellanea that we bring on these bike fishing trips. This is an area where you can make it as simple or as complicated as you want. We try to make things fairly simple and lightweight since we're on bike. So everything that we carry, all the other stuff other than the rod, fits in this little bag. And what's in here is we always carry some hemostats and nippers. Hemostats are handy for crushing the barb off your hooks and also for removing your fly out of the fish's mouth after you've caught it. And the nippers we use to change flies. You cut the fly off, tie a new fly, cut off the tag end of the monofilament. So these come in super handy. Another thing that we bring with us is some dry shake. There's various brands, doesn't really matter. But essentially we use this when we're fishing dry flies. After a couple of casts or a couple of fish, the fly won't float as well. So we just put it in here, give it a couple of shakes, blow it off, and it floats like new. And of course, it wouldn't be fly fishing without flies. We tend to carry a handful of patterns that seem to work everywhere. So we'll bring some nymphs like copper johns, prince nymphs, and hare's ear nymphs. And for dry flies, we'll bring elk hair caddis in dark colors and tan colors, some mayfly imitations like Adam's Dry or Parachute Adams in light and dark colors, and small and medium small sizes. And that seems to work in all the water that we've fished around the US and even abroad in New Zealand. So the last component of our fishing kit is the stuff we bring when we need to go wading. Typically, we'll try to avoid carrying waders and boots because they're so heavy and bulky. It's kind of a real pain to carry on a bike, but sometimes we just really need to wade in the water to fish it effectively. So what we bring is some neoprene booties. And what this does is it insulates your feet from the cold water as well as protects it from gravel. And we generally pair the neoprene booties with some sandal of some sort. So we like to use Keens, and these ones have been modified. We put in cleats in them. And these are awesome because we can walk on all sorts of rocks with moss and algae, and they have super traction. There's no falling or slipping. Another cheap and inexpensive option that we've been messing around with are just some Crocs. You can find these anywhere. They're not very spendy, and they're super lightweight. They also make great camp shoes when you're just hanging out, not fishing. These work for a lot of water. We've definitely encountered some rivers, however, where the surface is just really slippery and these don't grip that well. So we recommend these, but with a caveat that you should definitely test your footing before wading too deep with some Crocs. So that's it for our overview of our bike fishing kit. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any other specific questions, be sure to email us or leave your questions in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.